This is Alamo Gem. It's March 18th, 2019. Part of my channel, I thought I would start making videos on sports cards and sports cards investing. The first video is going to be over, of course, the upcoming draft lottery and investing. Of course, we already know it's a foregone conclusion that Zion Williamson will be the first pick in the draft, followed by R.J. Barrett. Interesting, when you look at the NBA standings currently, you'll see down there the Knicks, 14 wins. They are pretty much in the sole position of that. It's looking like they will have the worst record, unless they get really hot here in the last 10 to 12 games. Then you have the Suns and the Cavs, both with 17 wins. Now, both teams in the last 12 games, they could go on a hot streak. They could surpass the Bulls. But interesting enough, the way that things shake out now with the NBA draft lottery, you can see no longer does the worst team have an advantage. It's the three worst teams. They all have a 14% chance. A 14% chance of getting the first pick. And you can kind of see here. So the Knicks right now, the way it shakes out, if the season were over, they can't do worse than the fifth pick. But the first and the second pick, so basically Zion Williamson or R.J. Barrett, 27%, 27.4% chance. The exact same chance as Phoenix and Cleveland. And let's even go further down here. Chicago has a 24% chance of getting either Zion Williamson or R.J. Barrett. And the Hawks, they have a nice little nucleus going on. Trae Young, Kevin Huerter, John Collins. 21% chance of getting either Zion Williamson or R.J. Barrett. I will also say that the Hawks, they're interesting to me for sports card reasons. Trae Young's had a great rookie season. Now look at this. Dallas. If Dallas falls out of the top 5, their pick will go to Atlanta. And as you can see up here with Atlanta, they have a guaranteed 100% chance right now. They're not going to be worse record than Memphis to get a top 10 pick. Their pick will not fall outside the top 9. And there's a very good chance here. Let's see here. This is what, 20, 54. About a 66% chance we'll say that Atlanta is going to get Dallas's pick. And Dallas's pick is most likely going to be 7, 8, or 9th. The Hawks have a chance to get 2 top 10 picks this year. Interesting for sports cards investing, in my opinion. We're going to take a look now at some of the rookies for this year. Kevin Knox, you can see, 12.3 points, not too bad. 28 minutes, that's quite a few minutes to be honest for a rookie, but with all these rookies, they really try not to overburden or tax them too much with the minutes on their first season. 12.3 minutes, okay. That's okay, not great. But in terms of his cards, you can see his Galactic sold for $174. It's a steal. His Premium Contenders Auto with this New York market, $66. That's pretty decent. Not amazing, especially for the stats. But overall, they have a good chance of landing either the first or second pick. So in terms of investing, really not bad. He could be paired with someone such as Zion or R.J. Barrett. Keep moving through. $375 for the Prime Silhouette. And then his impeccable RPA to 99 is $142. So Knox, kind of expensive. Silver Prism, 9.5, 56. My decision on him is invest, but I will say that some of those prices were a little bit pricey. But seeing as the Knicks have such a good chance at some of the top picks, I definitely recommend keeping an eye on and definitely picking up some Kevin Knox cards. Let's move on here now to DeAndre Ayton. Look at this rookie season stats. Very quietly, he's averaging a double-double. 16.2 points, you can read obviously. 10.3, unbelievable. And he's doing it in 30 minutes average per night. That's pretty insane. I do worry though that big men maybe they will not sell great in the long term. But these are numbers that will translate in the NBA for a long, long period. And his minutes are only going to go up. And I put some of the bigger cars here. $415 for a cracked ice. And of course it's Rock Car Review 9.5, but $350 for his Galactic. Pretty nice. I really wish I would have kept an eye on that. Actually, I was following this one, but I purchased a Jaren Jackson. He pretty much had those Galactics in almost on the same time. And we just keep moving further. So the RPA for Impeccable went for $220. And there actually hasn't been a prime silhouette that sold in the last month. The last one went for $415. A little pricey. You have to kind of watch it with Ayton. You have to kind of pick your spots with him. And then $90 recently for his Silver Prism. So really not too bad. I would highly recommend investing in him, but it kind of depends. Just you have to be careful with the pricing. But Devin Booker, I know Devin Booker's high as well, but the Suns have a good chance of landing the first or second pick. I do think that when the lottery occurs, whoever gets one of those top few picks, those cards for those teams, they should go up about 10 to 15, maybe call it 20%. We'll see. So it's good to definitely start getting on this now. We'll just keep winding through here. Colin Sexton, good scorer. And you know that he's got that fast first step, get to the basket. 31 minutes. Of course, though, 16 points a game, basically. This is a team that's had plenty of opportunity to score. A little worried about that, but I really think that his game just translates to the modern NBA well. And I'm actually a big follower and fan of Colin Sexton, even though he's only been in the league here for 60, 70 games. His Galactic, this sold for $350 twice, 9.5. The premium goes for about $35 to $45. This was the absolute steal. And I know that it's pretty much only a 2-color. It's basically a 1-color. $36 plus 7 shipping for an RPA of Impeccable to $99. That's crazy. And his prime silhouette basically sells like dirt. $206 for his prime silhouette. That should be a top 5 card of his of all time. Crazy. And then I know that this Silver Prism is very, very rare. For whatever happened with the printing of his cards, the surface was just completely messed up. $42.75 for this 9.5. Typically, I don't really like the silvers any longer because they're not numbered. Let's just kind of give an overall barometer of this person and their card. And then, of course, I'm actually a big on Sexton right now, and I'm definitely following a lot of his cards. So I definitely say buy with him. Keep moving forward. You already saw the odds of Chicago getting the first or second pick. Pretty decent. It was 24%. I also recommend buying anything Lauri Markkanen as well. And of course, Wendell Carter had surgery on his finger, so only played in 44 games. He was only getting 25 minutes. And he had averaged 10.3 points and 7 rebounds. Edging towards a double-double. If he actually got real minutes, average in the mid-30s, most likely he will be getting double-doubles. Pretty good player. And then his Contenders Premium went for $41. His Galactic here, I own this car. I bought it for $120. That is a complete steal. Prime Silhouette, my friend here in San Antonio sold this one. $177 for the Prime. It's insane. And then this one's to 25, folks. The Impeccable to 25 sold for $46. Man, I wish I would have been following that one. That is insane. And I didn't even go to the BGS with his silver. Look at this. His silver rookies, raw. They sell for like $8 a piece. I mean, you can't even pass that up. I'm going to have to look out and buy a few more of those. I already have that 195. I have his Mojo Prism 95, and I put $100 into that. I mean, It's just insane the price of this guy. Complete dirt cheap. About a 25% chance of landing either R.J. Barrett or Zion Williamson. Are you telling me that those cards are not going to go up if they get one of the first 2 picks? Even a 3rd pick with Ja Morant possibly joining the team. I mean, this stuff could go up for sure. The Bulls got a nice young nucleus. They're going to add another player. I mean, I'm kind of excited about the draft, to be honest, as you can probably see. And, of course, the same thing as Sexton. I say bye, bye, bye. I'm trying to keep this video under 15 minutes, to be honest. Okay, moving forward. I didn't go over Trae Young. We already know Trae Young stuff. It's boomed. It's pretty expensive. I still think that you should pick up some Trae Young stuff if possible. Look at this guy, though. John Collins. 2nd year. He's just absolutely beasting. So quietly for a team that only has about 25 wins, I believe. 19.7 points and 9.8 rebounds. The guy is a flyer. We all know he jumps out of the gym. Last year, of course, he only averaged about 24 minutes. His minutes have gone up to about 30 minutes. He's doing this in 30 minutes. That's insane. And I already mentioned the Hawks. They're most likely going to have 2 top 10 picks this year to add to John Collins, Trae Young, Kevin Huerter. I mean, the Hawks, I'm really excited the way they're actually moving. They've done some smart things here in the last few years. I'm not going to go through as many examples on John Collins. I couldn't find his Galactic from his rookie season, but his 2nd year, the Galactic went for $44. Insane. I wish I would have been following him. I'm going to keep more of an eye on his stuff for sure. And then I just kind of use the premium contenders. It's kind of a standard on-card auto. Here you have a raw review, 9.510. Went for $103 plus $6.50 shipping. Pretty crazy. And then here's this Silver Prism 9.5. Went for $64. Insane. Trae Young, if you can still, his price has gone up so crazy. I don't super recommend him. Kevin Huerter can shoot, though. I like Kevin Huerter stuff. But John Collins is definitely a guy that I would like to pick up a few more things on. I say depends because really it just goes into whether stuff is super expensive or not. But if you can get it on the cheap, I definitely say buy it. And then last but not least, you saw at the beginning, the Grizzlies got about 20% chance of getting one of the top 2 picks. Jaren Jackson, just like Wendell Carter, his season was cut short. He played about 12 more games, though, than Wendell Carter. His minutes, 26 minutes. He started, but, man, they just really did not use him in the second half. You can see he's 19, 20 years old. They're really trying to watch his minutes. 13.8 points per game, 4.7. If you just watch the kid, though, you can just see he's got tremendous potential. Not to say he's like a Russell Westbrook, but when you saw Russell Westbrook when he came into the league, you knew the guy had unbelievable potential because of the speed and just the power, the ability to get to the rim. Jaren Jackson is not like Russell Westbrook in the way he plays, of course. But you can just see the raw talent and ability with this kid is just unbelievable. Definitely worth picking up a few of his cards. Now, I've actually been a follower, and I do own some of these. $37 for his premium. This one does look a little smeared on the auto. I have to say I already have this one, 9.5. And I own this Galactic right here. This is the one I purchased for about $338. Unbelievable investment piece in my opinion. His prime silhouette, they're definitely a little bit harder to find. There have about 3 or 4 of them out there right now. About $600 is the asking price right now, but you can see it was about a month ago. It went for $455. Now, actually, his impeccable RPAs, though, I'm going to have to look to pick one of these up. $128.50 plus 4 shipping. That's pretty good, to be honest. Like, most of these, you have to be kind of choosy with the price, and sometimes you get luckier than others. And then last but not least, I already sold this one. I had it 9.5. I have heard that these Silver Prism Jaren Jacksons are hard to get 9.5, but this one went for about $21. I might have to go back and start adding some of these silvers back. Just crazy prices. And then he's depends as well. Anyways, the conclusion of this video, just really getting at the fact that, and in fact, let's go all the way back up to the top. They've changed the lottery. I don't think a lot of people actually know this. The Knicks here, obviously they're going to get a top 5 pick. it's going to be very hard for them to go on a run to where they're going to take over teams to not get that top spot. So they have at least a top 5 protected. But look at it, same odds. The exact same odds actually at the top 4 picks for these first 3 teams. The Hawks, even 18.2% chance. And crazy, the Dallas actually has about a 15% chance possibility to get one of the top 2 picks. If that happens, it's going to be insanity to have Doncic, Porzingis, and then RJ Barrett or Zion. That's insane. So just keep an eye. Just know that the draft lottery, the odds have changed this year. And I really do expect a good little bump on some of these rookies once the draft lottery occurs.